Oops, and here we are live, Nick.
Yep.
So this is my new mouse, and apparently, according to the gift tag on the gift when I got it, it was from Bill Gates. So Bill Gates apparently was extra generous this year.
What a good guy.
I don't think so. I've never liked the guy.
Oh, well, then why did you accept a gift from him?
Well, because it was also partially from Matt.
Oh,
From Matt and Bill Gates.
okay.
But I'm also back to my pink Korean keyboard because the
Good.
typewriter one was a bit of an issue. Yep.
All right.
You don't seem like you're impressed.
I'm not.
Well, you know what? I have quite a lot to show you and the audience today, Nick.
Oh, all right.
So
Wonderful.
I don't want to give too much of the surprise away. And I will
Okay.
say that there will be surprises and prizes throughout the show.
Oh,
And
wow.
so one of the audience prizes tonight is this Korean Air sticker.
Oh, okay. I like that.
Yep.
The
And
tail of the plane in the background on it.
yes,
Okay, that's a good prize.
and one without the plane.
Oh, are these
So,
two separate prizes or is this a joint prize?
well, I will say that somebody could win both. So I won't
But
say,
do they come together collectively or is it going to be two separate opportunities?
well, I are you trying to win yourself tonight, Nick?
I'm just making it clear for the audience.
Well, I don't think that the audience needs to hear about all of your legalese, Nick.
All of my what?
Legalese. Yep.
What? What? Are you just making up words here?
No, I do you not know what legalese is?
I don't know. How do you spell that? I mean,
Well, I will say that it is in the dictionary, and it is according to, and I'll read it directly from Merriam-Webster.
all right.
Specialized language of the legal profession.
How, spell it for me?
Legalese, Legalese, Nick. I don't think that the
Oh, all
listeners
right.
in the audience wants a spelling competition, Nick.
So, all right. So it's sort of a term to describe the vernacular of the legal industry.
I guess if you want to call it that.
Okay. All right.
Oh boy. The struggle is real here.
Yeah.
And I will also say that my New Year's cards are here. And of course you'll be getting one in the mail, Nick,
Oh, thank you.
but they did not turn out the way that they should have, because I thought that they were cards, but they end up being like postcards.
Oh, it doesn't fold open.
Right. And so I would have left a spot for me to sign my name somewhere at the bottom if I would have realized it was going to be a postcard.
I see enough real estate. You can find a way to squeeze it in there.
Oh boy. Oh, so now Rachel made a comment about the Korean Air business in general, and said that I used to get model planes from Korean Air as a kid.
Oh.
So now I will say that I did not get a model as a kid, but I do have a model at home, and I'll show it later in the show.
All right.
But this is my New Year's card. It says if 2021 was a math problem, if you're going down a river at 2 miles per hour and your canoe loses a wheel, how much pancake mix would you need to reshingle your roof? And on the other side, it says, happy 2022. So this is
That makes perfect logical sense.
Well, yes, and it's a very nice holiday greeting, isn't it, Nick?
Is the answer like at the bottom in very fine print upside down, like it is on the like trivia questions in the
Well,
newspaper?
I think that this is an open-ended
Oh, good.
question
Okay, that's what I was hoping.
because I think that it matters what river you're going down
It absolutely it
and
does.
what
And
type of canoe you have
yes,
and what type of wheel is on your canoe. And then, like how big is your roof that you need to reshingle?
these are
And
all important variables.
it doesn't say if the answer needs to be in since it says how much pancake mix, like in like milligrams, grams, like it doesn't.
Right. The desired units was not specified.
Yeah. So you know what? Happy 2022, Nick.
I think that itself is the answer.
Yep. Now, did you have a nice holiday, Nick?
Sure. Yeah, it was.
Well, I will say I'm back to drinking soju.
Okay.
So I have
what's our selection?
Citron.
Oh,
So
what's the
it's
brand?
Chum Churum. So it's
Okay.
name brand here.
All right.
And it is actually one of the classic bottles since I've had it a while.
Oh.
And, of course, the newer bottles are, I think they are redesigned. I do know that. So let's see how good it is. Oh, wow. Nice and refreshing because it's chilled in my
new refrigerator. Yes, and the new refrigerator is fully operational.
Yes, and so now the one that was here before is now the beverage dedicated refrigerator.
So wait, the old refrigerator from the kitchen, or
no, the one that I had been using for 6 months.
Oh, the small one.
Yeah, the small one.
Oh, okay.
It's now dedicated to beverages and ice and margarita salt.
I assume the old kitchen full size one has been taken.
Well, yes, but I have no proof of that. But I do know it's no longer here. I don't know if it's still in existence somewhere.
Well, that's what I mean. It's been taken from your possession.
Yeah, from me.
Okay.
Now, I will also say that I have a new phone here.
Oh, good.
And so I have the S21 now, but it is not operational yet because I was waiting for the phone case to come in and it came in today. And I did not want to use it without the phone case after the last mishap.
That's fair. I presume you do not have to take the phone to a location to get it activated. You can do that yourself.
Oh, I definitely can, as far as I know.
All right.
But you know what, Nick? I'll drink to that.
Good. You deserve it. You deserve it.
Don't you deserve it too, Nick?
I don't know. I didn't get a new phone right now, so not as much as you.
I will say, this is how much I deserve it, Nick. On Christmas night, at a little after 11 p.m. Now, I definitely would like your opinion and the audience's opinion on this awful thing that happened to me.
Oh, boy.
Yep. So, on Christmas night around 11 p.m., one of my students from the semester that just ended emailed me asking why she got an E in the class. Now,
you can get an E?
Yes. Now this particularly, they're in, my students did fairly well this semester, and I would say that I had some E's I unfortunately had to give.
Wait, can you explain to me what the E grade signifies before we get further into the story?
E is failing.
Is there F's also?
Well, F is for a pass-fail class only. So you can't have a F grade in a class that's a graded class.
Oh, so if it's an A, B, C, D class, E is the lowest grade, which means you
Right.
failed the class. Okay.
Yeah. So that's why
Okay.
there's no F's in those classes, because it would cause confusion with the pass fail
Yeah, yeah.
class.
Okay. All right. All right. Easy enough. Okay.
So now, unfortunately, I had some students who now and I'll say that I'm willing to give the benefit of the doubt, right? I will say that the students did not turn in the final project. And so I can't grade something that I didn't receive. Would you agree with that, Nick?
I agree with that.
But I also, if a student emailed me and saw an E grade and said, hey, what's going on here? Why did I get E? And kindly asked me, like, what's going on? Why did I get E grade? Then I would say, well, I, for some reason, didn't receive your final project. If you can email it to me, then I'll reconsider your grade. But long story short, even if I did that, Christmas Eve is not the time to ask any instructor to grade your work. Would you agree with that, Nick? Like, don't email your instructors on Christmas.
Well, but it's your choice to look at the emails on Christmas. You could have waited until, I don't know, today.
Well, that's not quite true, Nick, because I was using this old phone still, and I cannot figure out how to get notifications to not show up on the phone.
Okay, so what? I mean, just because you get an email on a given day doesn't mean you have to look at the email or respond to it that day.
Right, but I had no choice but to see the pop-up message because I could not get it to go away.
Fine. So it doesn't mean, okay, so you see that you have the email, but it doesn't mean you have to deal with it that day.
Yes, but I will agree with that. But on the principle of somebody should not email their instructor on Christmas Day, I think I'm correct.
I mean, okay, that's sort of subjective, but regardless, it doesn't mean it doesn't mean you have to deal with it or did have to deal with it on that day. You could have just pushed it to the side and dealt with it. Oh, I don't know, today.
Well, no, that's not quite true, Nick, because
Why?
Today I spent all day typing up my notes for one of my classes next semester.
Okay. So,
but that shot was to celebrate that I finished typing up my calculus 2 notes for next semester.
Oh, good. All right.
Yep.
So what's the conclusion to the story then?
So the conclusion, Nick, is that if the student was, or any student is hoping for a Christmas miracle with their grade, that's not going to happen from me.
Okay. I mean, that's fair. I feel
so the warning is out there, Nick.
I feel if a student has already received an official grade for a class, then that student shouldn't be able to do anything else to alter it at that point, unless it's something related to a clerical error. But if it's not turning in an assignment, well, that's
so I sort of feel like I mentioned, Nick, I'm a little bit willing to be lenient and even offer students who did not turn it in, when they emailed me, the opportunity to show me that there was some technical error when submitting their project that caused them not to be able to submit.
Right. So that would fall under the umbrella of like a clerical error, like something not something
the
other
student's fault.
Right.
Exactly. But you know what?
Wait. So when were the students, what was the deadline for the students to turn in this assignment?
Well, that's the even worse part, Nick, is that I gave the students until like an extra 3 days after the class, and out of the goodness of my heart.
Okay, so what was that date?
Last Saturday.
So
the Saturday before Christmas.
The 18th then?
Yep.
So I feel if a student's going to wait a whole week to notify you about something, or wait. So, well, no,
A
because
week,
I
a
think,
week past the late deadline to notify me.
all right. Well, if you extend the deadline, then that's no longer a late deadline. If you are the one who offers that up, then that becomes the new deadline.
Well, yes, but the fact is, it's still a week after.
Right. So I guess my thought is if the student is, I mean, I guess, is there a way that a student would be able to know within a day or two after the deadline if there was in fact some kind of clerical or technical error that prevented the assignment from
Absolutely,
being-
because
okay.
I entered a 0 for anyone who didn't turn in a project or I didn't receive their project.
Okay.
And so I sort of feel like it's the student's responsibility to go and check and see, did you receive a 0 or not? Because you can log in and check, did you receive a 0?
Okay, but I guess like in the rare, I feel rare occasions where a student attempts to submit an assignment on time and there's a technical or a clerical error that prevents it from reaching you. I mean, I suppose in this day and age, it should be a student's assumption that don't feel 100% assured that it did in fact make it through cyberspace to its endpoint, and that you should check or verify at some point. But
However, I will say that the very first thing that I tell the students to do is turn on their grade notifications. And this is at the beginning of the semester.
All
Turn
right.
on their grade notifications so that they'll get a notification if I enter any grade at all, which would have included the 0 grade.
Oh, okay. All right. That was going to be my next question. So, all right. So in this case,
and this is so good these days, Nick, that the students can get the notification by email, by checking the student app, by text, by
there's
Twitter notification,
several
by,
mediums to receive.
yeah, you can even get Twitter notifications.
That's a little bit interesting. But okay.
I don't understand why that would happen. But you know what, Nick? I would say that my holiday was not completely ruined, and that it's time for the opening credits, Nick.
Oh, okay.
Let's roll them, Nick.
All right.
The time to be alive.
Yes.
You know it's
Welcome to Funniest Part of My Name,
No one
a
can hear
podcast
you.
about math and Korean culture. For information about our podcast, please visit our new website at www.funnypodcastdetroit.com.
Unbelievable.
Yep. It always is.
Yep. Look at the fruitcake, Nick. Don't you like fruitcake?
It's not my favorite, but I'll eat it.
Yeah, but that one looks especially good, doesn't it?
I don't
나오디오
know.
아이오 호스트 프로페서 승찬 앤드닉 하하하.
I don't know what the green stuff was on the top though.
Oh, I'm colorblind, Nick. I wouldn't have even noticed. But
That's true.
speaking of different baked goods like fruitcake, I don't have any fruitcake, but I did make some homemade Rice Krispie treats.
Okay, like you personally made them?
I did.
Okay.
Oh, delicious.
Good. Glad to hear that.
But, oh wow. Oh, the secret ingredient is kicking in, Nick.
Okay.
Oh,
What ingredient is that?
well, did you know that there seems to be a Rice Krispie treat shortage right now? Like a Rice Krispie shortage to make the Rice Krispie treats.
Meaning, so like the cereal part is
Right, because I went to the store and I went to Meijer. Not only was the name brand sold out, but the Meijer brand was sold out, and even the multi-meal brand was sold out.
okay. So there's some kind of rice shortage, or I don't know.
No, I think that people just made Rice Krispie treats for the holidays, and I got screwed over by waiting until the last minute.
Oh, well, what can I tell you?
So I bought the only Rice Krispies that were left,
Okay.
and they were the cinnamon sugar Krispies.
Oh, that doesn't sound too bad.
Yes, but when I was craving Rice Krispie treats, this doesn't cut it.
Okay. I mean, I'm just speculating here that it would be good, so I'll take your word for it.
So I will say, now that I think about it, these would have been better if I would have rolled them in the green like rock sugar after, like red and green sugar to coat
Oh,
them.
like the decorative
Yeah.
sugar that someone, but in your case, it would just look like gray sugar.
Yep, but I'll drink to that, Nick.
Good, you should.
Oh wow, this is extra delicious tonight.
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
Now, I will also say, oh no, the struggle is real over here. But I will also say that I have a mug here, and tonight I've filled my Happy Holidays mug with Rolos.
Oh, I love Rolos.
Yep, Rolos are great.
They are. They are. There's not much that's better. I mean, I'm not a huge chocolate fan, but chocolate and caramel.
Well, you know what Rolos are good for, right?
Snacking. I don't know.
No. No,
Getting your sugar levels up.
no.
Okay, then tell me.
So, Nick, whenever I have sinus problems really, really badly,
Okay.
I'll pop a few rolls in my mouth and start chewing in that like motion of eating the caramel, like loosens up the stuff.
Oh, okay. I mean, I feel there's other things that would accomplish that as well.
Not as good as a Rolo.
Okay, all right, fair.
Nothing that I found does it as good as a Rolo.
Okay,
So there's your
whatever,
health tip of the year.
whatever works.
Yep. You know what? I might give up and just drink from the bottle, Nick.
Why not?
Why not? Oh, but
Save a step.
did you receive any nice gifts for the holidays, Nick?
I still have a few left to open.
Okay. Well, I know that you have not yet opened your gifts for me.
No, I have not.
So
But
those are
thank you
safe
ahead of time.
in the basement, and you'll get them on New Year's Eve.
Oh, good. Okay.
But I did receive this as a gift this year. So it's a Mockley homebrew kit.
Oh.
And so Alex and Haley got this for me.
Oh, wow.
And I have not opened it yet, but it is something that I have wanted to try, and I've seen it on Amazon many times, and I have not ever tried it, but here it is.
Okay.
Actually, that's it. I mean, I guess I was expecting a little bit more. I mean, like a little bit. Oh, you know what? The instructions are in here. Oh, here's some more that I was expecting, Nick.
Ah, yes. Okay.
Yes, because I thought that there was something missing from that bottle, because if you just sort of mix water in here, I don't think you would get very much out of it. Oh, and well, there's nice little like stickers on here that you can, it says brewmaster and brew date on it. So I can write my name as a brewmaster and put it right on the bottle.
Good.
I'm excited about that.
As you should be.
So now, Nick, do you know what day it is today?
Monday, December 27th.
So close.
Okay.
So close, Nick.
All right.
That was the incorrect answer.
Oh.
But did you know though, and this might be something that might be like like of interest to our friends in the North. It's Constitution Day in North Korea.
Okay.
So if we have any friends in the North who are watching, which I don't think we do, Nick,
I doubt it, but we don't know that for a fact.
but we don't know that for sure, then happy Constitution Day.
Yes. And whatever that's supposed to mean.
I don't know what that means either, but
Okay.
I will say that I don't think that, I want to really read their constitution, but that's okay. But, it is also the day of goodwill. And so, well, the day of goodwill is celebrated worldwide. And so,
Oh, and okay.
in a gesture of goodwill, I am wishing all of North Korea happy Constitution Day.
Wow. What generosity, what humanity you display.
Yes. Isn't that great, Nick? Now,
Yeah.
Rachel commented in the live chat that I'm here for the house tour. So let's
Oh,
see.
good.
Are you ready, Nick?
Sure.
Well, I mean, if you're not ready, then I'll just take another shot while I'm waiting for you.
Well, I mean, I think you should have taken another one regardless.
Well, you haven't drank anything yet.
I'm all set
Why would you say that?
because I am.
I'm not so sure, Nick.
All right.
Are
Well,
you saving your drinking for New Year's Eve?
perhaps.
Well, did you hear that there will be a mystery shot competition?
No, I'm just hearing now.
Yeah. Well, Nick, what a time to be alive.
Yeah. Yeah.
But before we get to the home tour, the home holiday tour, Nick, guess what?
I have no idea.
It's time for a break, Nick.
Oh, yes, a break. Yeah, I
Yeah,
need
yeah,
that.
because
Yeah.
like that's how it is in good shows, right? They keep you on edge.
Right. You cut the commercial right at the cliffhanger.
Yep. And that's us. Cliffhangers.
Yeah.
Yep, what a time to be alive, Nick.
It always is.
It always is. What do you think of this, Nick?
I don't know.
Well, yeah, it's National Paper Snowflake Day, Nick.
Right. Yeah.
Well, there we go, Nick.
Okay.
So I did promise earlier in the show that I would show some of my model airplanes. So
Oh, yes.
I have from my personal collection here a Delta plane.
Okay.
And so this is an A321-200.
Okay. So an Airbus. All right.
And then I have Korean Air here. And this is a very nice metal one that Matt
Oh,
gave
like a
to me.
die cast.
Yeah. And so very nice, but Korean Air,
All right.
and that is right here. It's a Boeing 747-400. So there we go. And I actually,
Good. You have all the Sky Team members.
but I don't actually know how to get back on the stand here, but we'll see. Right. And then let's see. Then I actually got this one as a gift for Matt, but it is an Aer Lingus
What is that? I'm not familiar with that.
Irish.
Is that part of the Sky Team?
No, I do not think that Aer Lingus is. But did you know that apparently the Dublin airport is not up to snuff, Nick?
I did not know that. What does that
so
mean?
apparently the Dublin airport does not meet international security standards. So
Okay.
a couple of years ago, when I went to Ireland and I flew directly, actually, did I fly directly into Ireland? I actually think I did, because I was flying from Columbus and somehow there happened to be a flight. No, I was flying from LA. That's what it was. LA to Dublin, and there was a direct flight. But coming back, I was going to Florida, and so I had some connection in Amsterdam. And because Dublin's airport does not meet national or worldwide security standards, I had to be re-screened in Amsterdam before I could come back to the US.
Oh, okay.
Very surprising.
Yeah, I mean, I have to imagine that's a fairly large, fairly busy airport. So to hear that it doesn't subscribe to the international standards of air travel security is a bit surprising.
I don't know. Like I wouldn't say that it was particularly large, but
Well, I mean, it has to be the largest airport in that country, though. I mean, what would be a larger airport there?
well, yeah, in that country, yes. But I will say that it's not particularly large, but it's doable. All right.
Okay.
Yep. So where's the last place that you travel internationally, Nick?
Canada?
Aye. Did you fly on a plane?
No.
Where's the last place that you flew on a plane internationally?
I don't know.
Well, I'll drink to that, Nick, because
Okay.
it seems like your normal answer of I don't know.
Yeah.
But you know what, Nick? We are here for the home tour. So
Okay.
let's see. So I think that we're ready.
Okay. You're muted, though.
Can you hear me okay, Nick?
Yes.
Are you enjoying the tour so far?
I don't think it's started yet.
What do you mean it hasn't started yet?
You're
But
still standing in the
no,
same place.
this is normally the behind the scenes that the audience doesn't see, right?
That is true. That's a good shot there to give people a full view.
Yeah, a full view of what's going on. And I have a map of Korea that you've seen many times, Nick, along
Yes, I
with
have.
a graphic art of Michigan there that I only got because I wanted that graphic on a t-shirt, and I had to buy the print to get the t-shirt.
Okay. So you
Which-
have the shirt?
I do have the shirt. I'm not wearing it, but
No, I know.
that's okay. And then there's my dog, Nick
Yep.
Muhan. And for those of you who do not know Mimuhan, he's a character from Travel to the Center of the Universe, I think. And so, anyway, all I can say is Mimuhan survived a fire in an Airbnb with me. And so,
I did not know about that.
He still has the 2 marks from the fire on him.
Those are just war wounds.
Yeah,
They,
and so
they add character.
I refuse to clean them off, but I will drink to that. So
Good,
here-
good.
And then, yeah, so there's a lot here. Unbelievable, right?
I don't know if it's unbelievable.
Yes, but this is the other side of the room. And so, well, you can see outside. That's actually a Pistons wreath.
Ah,
And
yes, I'm familiar with that.
yes, and so I got that when I lived at my old apartment to keep the ratty-tatty neighbor from yapping at me for not having a wreath on my door.
Oh, okay.
So
That's good.
there's that. And I brought my Mac computer upstairs to this office up here finally. And so there's that set up with all of the things that make me happy pretty much displayed on that wall,
Good. Good.
including a picture of me as a kid with my grandmother. So yeah,
Okay.
very nice.
All
So
right.
nice stuff all around. This is Matt's desk. And then this, you have not yet seen this, Nick.
The whiteboard,
It's a whiteboard on wheels.
is that new?
It is new, Nick. That's why you haven't seen it yet.
Oh, I could have swore I've seen that before. Okay, well, maybe
Well,
not.
you
Or
have
clearly
not
not.
yet. And I will tell you right away, Nick, that right now, well, my college bought it for me so that I could teach my online classes with it. But right now, I don't know if you can see this, but where are the taco words? There's like guacamole right there, and jalapeno burrito, and delicious, and chicken, and Diablo, incredible, and all of the words to talk about tacos, Nick.
Good, and I know you appreciate that because you are such a
I do
such a
love
taco
tacos.
fan. So good, that works out.
Yep. So you know what, Nick? I'm going to drink to tacos.
All right, good. As you should.
And over here, here's one of my other Christmas gifts, and it's a nice picture frame that was preloaded with a picture, which is my annual Christmas, well, second annual Christmas photo card with Matt. And then also the USA of spoons that my mom had when I was growing up. And spoiler alert, Nick, are you ready for it?
What?
My mom has never visited all 50 states.
Oh, okay.
So the idea, right, Nick, is supposed to be that once you visit a state, you're supposed to get a spoon from that state and put it up there.
Yeah.
Well, my mom's never visited all 50 states. She just liked the spoons, and so she bought them all.
Oh, well.
But this is actually pretty cool, Nick. This is actually my grandmother's Girl Scout pins because she was a Girl Scout for 50 years.
50. Wow, good for her.
Yeah, good for her. Yes, exactly.
That is dedication.
Yes, and she was a Girl Scout and a Girl Scout leader, and so I will say that is that's actually something I think is like I wouldn't do anything for 50 years. Are you kidding me?
Well, I mean, I don't know if that's necessarily the right
Well, okay.
thing
You
to
know what,
say.
Nick? I'll say that I will breathe for 50 years because I have to breathe to stay alive.
Only 50?
Well, at least 50.
Oh, okay. Well, I was
Okay.
gonna say I hope you're gonna go longer than 50.
And then here's my collection of Korean folktale books. So, that's pretty exciting. And then to get us kicked off for the new year, Nick, I put our calendar up here, Nick. This is for both of us because it is the one I showed a few weeks ago, the national holiday of the day calendar. And so January 1st will be Bloody Mary Day this year, Nick.
January 1st, Bloody. Okay. Well, you can have the Bloody Marys. I'll pass.
And I don't like tomatoes. Are you kidding me? I don't eat vegetables. I would have thought you would have known that by now, Nick.
I don't like tomato juice, so that's why I don't like.
And then this is a drawing that's important to me because my barber's children, his son, drew that for me.
Okay.
There's lots of important things to me around the place. And so that puzzle of Arizona, I put together myself. And there's not much interesting to see down the hallway except the bedroom.
Okay.
And this picture in the hallway because I'm a big state champs fan.
All right.
Have you seen state champs, Nick?
What? I don't know what it is.
From New York, and you've never seen them. I don't know who
Yeah.
they're from New York. And
What can I say?
then there is my hallway bathroom with the hangul shower curtain. But I feel a little bit embarrassed right now because it's a bit disorganized because I broke the paper towel holder earlier this week. And in doing so, I got Gorilla Glue stuck in my hand.
So it sounds like the struggle was rather real.
It is. But guess what, Nick? I love you more than tacos, maybe.
That's fair.
And this is the hallway and the new refrigerator that has more magnets than I think most people have.
That's probably true.
But I'm a big fan of magnets because my grandma had a lot of magnets on her refrigerator when I was a kid. And the newest one on here is actually this Detroit Bad Boys one that I got from Mike the Troll Pemberton for Christmas.
Oh, the troll himself.
Yeah, the troll is back, Nick.
Oh, good.
Why is that good?
Well, I feel somewhere deep down inside you miss the troll. So
Okay. I think that's kind of true. I miss the trolling. But there, for those who have never seen it before, is me with orange hair.
I think you should go back to that for some short period of time.
Because my hair burned.
Well, that's just the price you pay, though. I mean,
But like that.
Don't come for free.
Just so that everyone knows, the great city of Warren, where I currently live, every holiday there's the award-winning Tunnel of Lights display on Eiffel Street, and so it is open. I think it might still be open through January 1st, like 5 to 11 every evening. If not, catch it next year. But
Okay.
it's a sight to see. It really does look like that. You can park somewhere on one of the other side streets. Try to not park right on that street and give the residents a bit of a break. You know what I mean, Nick? Because
Yeah.
they're doing this out of the goodness of their hearts. So don't box their driveways in or throw trash on their lawns while you're seeing the beautiful lights, because they do it because they care for the community and want to do something nice. But
That's fair.
in the great city that I live in of Warren, Michigan, every year. And there are a bunch of, I should say this, Nick, have you heard of Tutu Fried Chicken?
I'm not familiar.
So this is a fried chicken chain in Korea. And I will say that this particular location that I got this magnet from, the first time I went to Korea as an adult, I somehow became a regular at that restaurant because it was right across the street from my Airbnb. And then on my very last day, I went there and got a whole fried chicken to myself to take back to my room. And the owner was literally crying when she heard it was going to be my last day there, and gave me that magnet to remember the store by. So there you go. That's how I got that one.
Okay.
So, but I also like this one. I still have not gotten Dee to come on a show for a makeup date, but Dee made me that handmade magnet herself.
Okay, very good.
Yeah, very good. And guess what, Nick? Up, yeah, you betcha. Up, yeah, you betcha.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. But you know what, Nick? Unbelievable is not a magnet that I have yet.
You need to get on that.
So, but guess what, Nick? I love cats. They taste just like chicken.
That I doubt.
Well, all right, then. Merry Krampus, Nick.
Yeah, that's better. Okay.
I'm enjoying this, Nick.
I can tell.
So there's my coffee maker setup. And then here's the rest of the kitchen. And, you know, I'm a big Motown music fan, so there's a lot to be said about the sort of artwork that I have in my home. But I'm glad that I'm heading toward the alcohol, Nick, because my soju is gone. But I will say, now, my plan was to turn on all the lights before the show, but that did not happen. And here is the second bathroom next to the garage. And I'll be honest, everyone, I'm a fairly humble person. And so I was not intending to ever be in a home with two full bathrooms. And who puts a full bathroom in next to the garage? Usually it's just like a half bathroom, right, Nick? To like sort of wash your hands if you get dirty in the garage, right?
Sure.
Yeah,
I mean, sure.
Yeah, and so like that, I wasn't expecting this to be here. Like, why would you put a full bathroom in that's not even near like the bedroom or something, you know?
That's true. But I think for home valuation, though, you needed to have two full baths in some capacity in the house. So what are we gonna do?
Wallpaper in the laundry room where that I like that little touch when I moved in, and so I'm not going to be getting rid of it. So there you go. This is the laundry room, but and you can see outside. What a time to be alive! But to the next room we go, Nick.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah, you're excited now, aren't you? Because guess what, Nick? This is the lineup of alcohol for New Year's Eve. So we have some prickly pear, vodka, Johnny Walker Black, Jose Cuervo, Rebel, Kentucky Straight Bourbon, Hattie's Old Irish Whiskey, Tullamore Dew, Pink Whitney, New Amsterdam, Old Smoky Moonshine, Jack Daniels, Black Irish, Salted Caramel, White Chocolate and Original, Ciroc Red Berry, and 99-cent Butterscotch. You don't look impressed, Nick.
No, I mean, I'll suppose I'll need to see it in person.
Well, yes, but those are the mystery shots.
Okay.
And so they're all going to be put in a big bag, and everyone will get to choose one out of the bag. And whatever you get is what you get.
Okay.
But, you know, I have my recipe stand, but it's time for, in my snow globe collection. Of course, I wouldn't forget to point that out, you know? And you know what, Nick, if you're going to change your background, at least try to get one that's a little bit more festive. What can I say here?
It's not necessary.
Well, I mean, I think, what do you think about this one, Nick? Strawberry it is, Nick.
Yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong with the classic.
Yeah, all right. So let me give it a good shake. And then let's see here. So now let me go ahead and put this on the stand, Nick, so that all of the audience can see me, celebrate them, and have a toast to the audience. What a time to be alive, Nick.
Did you finish the other bottle?
Of course. Why wouldn't I?
I don't know.
That's what it's for, right?
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Okay. So
An alcoholic like you, yes.
Well, no, all I will say, Nick, is that like of course I finished it. I didn't give the alcohol to a minor or anything because that's illegal.
Good. I'm glad you're doing your civic duty.
I'm drinking it to keep the alcohol out of the minor's hands.
Good. Good.
Yep.
Well, as long as you're
So-
not planning on driving, then we're all set.
So, Nick, now just so that the audience knows, my holiday Christmas tree is behind me. And
Okay.
it's extra special this year.
Good. Good. Glad to hear that.
So this is actually the bar area. As for me and my house, we will serve tacos, margaritas 24/7. So what a time to be alive.
Yes, very much.
Yep. And an autographed picture of Luke Kennard, who sadly has been traded from the Pistons and will never come back. But Nick, you have never seen this. This is my new collection that I have here. I put all of the glasses here on a rack here to make it easier to access them.
Good. Good. I think that's a valuable addition.
Yep. And there's the Christmas tree again. And now for the audience out there, I know that Nick will be allergic even after I show the picture here, but and that's the 2021 ornament that I got. It has a little mask on it. And this one Matt got me to honor my dad who passed away a few years ago. And then this one though, Nick, that's my childhood cat, Princess.
Okay.
Princess, if you're out there in kitty heaven, bite them.
Wow.
Well then, now I will say that this is my sports wall, so it's pretty impressive here, I must say, but it's all from gifts and the kindness of people I know. And guess what, Nick?
I don't know
I'll drink
what.
to that.
Oh, good.
Yep, I'll drink to that. Now, the struggle is real here. Now, I know, Nick, that I've told you about Julie, but one of my friends, Julie, who is a regular listener of the show, got me this sign as a housewarming gift. So, hi, Julie. I still have this sign in my house and I walk by it every day because there's not a day I don't talk about a fiesta, but also I don't walk by the bar.
Good. Good.
Right? Isn't that right, Nick?
It is right. That is
But
right.
that was a pretty cool Motor City basketball, but I do want to say that for and I apologize because Nick is not as coordinated as I am, and so I'm not at my computer at the moment, but for the LA fans out there, I did want to show you that I care about you just as much, because somewhere along here, I know that I have my, oh boy. Well, all I can say is rest in peace, Staples Center. Did
Okay.
you know it's changing names, Nick?
No, I did not know that.
Okay, this is how behind on the times Nick is, everyone. Nick did not know that the Staples Center is changing names.
What are you
But
gonna do?
rest in peace, Staples Center. But I do have a I do have a signatory like mug from when I had visited the Staples Center once, and I was hoping to have visited it again before its demise. But just like Pine Knob and just like Sears Tower, I promise you, all of LA, that the Staples Center will still live on in your hearts.
Good.
Yep.
Good.
Yep. Isn't that right, Nick? I wouldn't you say that that makes sense?
Does to me.
Yeah.
All right, John, we're getting a little short on time here, so I think it's
Well-
probably getting time to wrap it
Well,
up.
Nick, I think you have too many complaints because I think that because we started a few minutes late, and because of the holiday spirit that everyone should be in right now, that will give the audience a few bonus minutes and
Yep,
show them the basement.
Yep, that's fine. A few more minutes, just letting you know that we're getting close, but no, we can still keep going for a few more here.
Well, Nick,
Finish
you
it
have a
up.
lot of complaints, but that's okay.
Yep,
So
you should be used to
into
it
the
by now.
basement we go. Now, I apologize if the connection is a little bit like lacking, but I did booster the signal this year, and so it should not be too bad down here. But I do keep a good collection of food just in case of an emergency, right, Nick?
I
But Nick, all of these right up here, this entire shelf is dedicated to New Year's Eve snacks. So come
good.
prepare to eat, Nick.
Okay.
But one of my favorite snacks of all time that Meyer has been sold out of is Pop Daddy's pretzels, but the yellow mustard flavored.
Oh,
And they had
okay.
2 bags the other day, so I bought both of them.
Good. That's I'm intrigued.
So there you go. But wouldn't you agree that mustard usually goes well with pretzels, Nick?
I do agree with that.
So that's why that is such a phenomenal flavor. And also, I bought Nick a Brazilian snack pack for Christmas, and there were a few things he didn't like in them. So you'll have the honor of trying them on New Year's Eve, Nick.
Okay.
One of them is ham flavored chips.
Ham flavor. Oh, okay. All right.
I think that they might actually be good.
Yeah.
But since you might not like them, Nick, I also bought some Hershey's miniatures for you.
Oh, good.
So there you go, right? The struggle is real here.
Well.
So, and by the way, the keyboard got moved down here for the holidays.
Oh, well.
And so now you might not be able to see this, audience, but here is my wall of labeled boxes.
Okay.
So I'm very organized, but I've started a new craft corner here, Nick.
Wow. What kind of crafts are we doing?
Well, there's some like handmade clay trinket dishes.
Okay.
And some painting of some napkin or other letter holders. And I'm repairing some of my Christmas ornaments that need new hooks put on.
All right.
And this thing like a lantern that needs the battery checked. And then here, audience, is the guest bedroom. And of course, there is Mimuhan again. Mimuhan, there you go. I'm a big Mimuhan fan. And then I have tacos here, the money of Korea, and because I'm a mathematical person, solving the mystery of the wine legs.
Okay.
Like, do you like wine, Nick? What's your favorite wine?
I don't have it. I'm not enough of a wine
The struggle.
connoisseur.
Well, I really like ice wine, but I suspect that you might not like it, Nick, because it's a bit too
No,
sweet.
it's a bit too, yeah.
But there's the Mimuhan blanket that I had made myself. And then for part of our audience, I know that you will really like this. but it is my game closet. And Nick, I know that New Year's Eve is coming up, so I set your favorite game out so that's easy to get to, Family Feud.
Oh, good. Good. I'm glad.
And of course, Tetris.
That's my real favorite.
Now, Nick, did you know that there's actually a Tetris board game now?
Did not know that, but now I'm intrigued.
So now what it is, you know, it's sort of like Connect Four, but you're given instead of like placing like the chips, you're placing a Tetris looking piece, but you're given like cards, you know, like in Sorry, you're given cards. You're given cards like in the board game Sorry that tell you what to do or what piece to place next.
Okay.
So I think that it's a bit fun looking, and I think that maybe sometime, Nick, we should have a Tetris board game challenge.
Yeah, I'm for it.
And guess what? I'll drink to that.
Good. You should.
Now I know we're running out of time, so I'm gonna wrap it up, Nick, but I do want the audience to see. Now, I think that if they saw the whiteboard behind me, Nick, that our podcast would be flagged as being vulgar. So I don't think that I should
Yeah.
show the whiteboard behind us, Nick. Would you agree with that?
I do agree with that.
But I will say that I have a nice setup here with a brick wall here. And then, Nick, I told you that you would not see your gifts until New Year's Eve. Your gifts are in that red box.
Okay. Very good.
But everyone else's gifts that I still have to give or wrap are on this table.
All right. Well, thank you regardless. It's never necessary, but always appreciated.
Well, you know what, Nick? You know what? I really want to, I've been really having my eye on one of your gifts because it's so helpful that I think that you'll be hitting yourself with it every day.
Oh, well, thank you. Again, always appreciated, never required.
But you know what, Nick? I think that one last thing before the tour is over that the audience will really enjoy is my stockpile of toilet paper.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Yep, I'm stockpiled with toilet paper and tissues and paper towel and everything. That's where the Christmas decorations are stored. And somehow I got scammed and bought 1,000 plastic spoons. But
Yeah.
you know what? That's okay, right, Nick?
It is if you're okay with it.
Well, I mean, like they're not going to go bad, are they?
I doubt it.
Yeah, exactly, Nick. So there we go. So what a time to be alive.
Yep.
So there you go. That is the holiday home tour. And I'm going to go back to my normal spot. So Nick, you know what is the tradition of my home tours, right?
I don't.
So let me switch back over to the computer here, Nick. So everyone can
Okay.
see me like clicking the switch button. And we're back, Nick.
We are back.
So now here is the story, Nick. Every time I do a house tour, I write somebody into my will.
I did not know that.
Oh, you weren't on that Zoom call, were you, Nick?
I must not have been.
That's how Angela got the North Korean liquor.
Oh, good. I'm glad
So,
to hear
Nick,
that.
is before I offer up to the audience, is there anything during the tour today that you would like to have me write into my will for you?
No, nothing additional. I know I'm in there for a couple things, and I think that's more than sufficient for right now.
Yeah, because I think you're in there for the Nintendo, right?
Yes.
Yes, and that's the part I did not show yet, but that's okay. So now, audience, the first audience member who emails us at funnypodcastdetroit@gmail.com with something that they would like me to write them into my will for that's not already claimed will get it.
So it could be, well, so I guess the audience is gonna have to do a little bit of guessing here because
Well, yes, but I'm willing if you're the first audience member. And you know what? Rachel is the winner, Nick. Rachel, you get the 1,000 spoons.
Oh, okay. All right. That's good.
And Rachel, you get the 2 stickers.
Good.
So there you go. Happy 2021 and best wishes for 2022. It was that easy, wasn't it, Nick?
It was pretty easy. Well, I don't know if I'd say that it was easy. I mean,
I think that was easy.
oh, well,
But it's sort of like how Staples used to have the slogan, that was easy. Do you remember that, Nick?
I do remember that.
And I actually used to have a little button that said,
Yes, the easy
tapped it,
button.
that said that was easy.
Yes,
But-
I do recall that.
The only button I have now, Nick, is this one.
I can't see it.
It's a Detroit Piston button. Here it is.
I don't care about that.
You hear that, Nick? Detroit basketball.
Yeah, whatever. I couldn't care less about pro basketball.
Well, Nick, I'll drink to that. Wait, wrong bottle. That was the empty one. Now, Rachel, yes, Happy New Year to you too. But at the very least, just know that you and many of our audience members will see us in 2022, right, Nick?
I mean, yes, I hope so. I mean, there's
Yeah,
no reason
at
they
the
should
con
not.
conference.
Oh,
And
yes.
So we have many of our audience members who will be visiting us and meeting us at the con conference in 2022. But you know what? I just am so thankful for such a great year, Nick.
It's been a very good one.
So I know we're a little bit over time, but
Yeah.
Nick, what is one thing that you're thankful for this year?
The show.
Isn't that great, everyone? Yep. Nick is thankful for the show. And you know what I'm thankful for, Nick?
The show.
Nope. Strawberry soju.
Oh, yes. I should have known. Silly me.
Also the show.
Good.
Yep. Now, just to make sure that we go out on a good note, I will say that I want to, I did not mention to the audience and you why the special holiday episode was delayed, but on the 23rd, when it was supposed to be released, I was in the urgent care twice. And I think I told you about this, Nick.
I didn't realize you were at urgent care. You told me a little bit of the story, but
and
not
so
the in-depth
then
details.
I ended up having not only an ear infection, but also I got cut with a shard of glass
Okay.
that fell on me from a wine glass. But this is partially your fault, Nick,
Oh,
because I was cleaning the wine glasses to make sure that they were sparkling clean for the New Year's Eve party.
you dropped one.
and I dropped one right on my foot.
Oh, well, that's
And I can still see the scar right now. But
Well,
that's okay
it
because,
seemed like you're no worse for the wear.
well, all I can say is that I would rather have a scar on my foot than staph infection.
Okay, that's reasonable.
So this New Year's, one of the things I'm thankful for is not having staph infection.
Good. I mean, you never want to have one of those, so that makes
Yeah,
sense.
you don't want the staph coming for you, do you, Nick?
No, I don't believe you do.
All right, Nick, do you want to ring us out with a bell or ring us out with a bang with your joke?
Neither one.
Well, how about both at the same time?
Can I choose to do neither at the same time instead?
What are you gonna what are you gonna do, Nick?
Nothing.
Well, I think that the listeners and the audience would like to have one last joke of the year before our holiday special.
Do I have to?
Well, you don't want me to read the joke, do you?
I don't care. Actually I do actually. Yeah. But
Oh.
if I must though, I suppose I have one.
Nay, email. Just Okay, Nick, go for it.
I thought you're supposed to be getting better at that. Doesn't sound like you are.
I certainly am, Nick, actually.
That sounds like fake news.
Angela's gift to me for Christmas was short stories in Korean.
Oh, good.
So I will be reading some of these soon. So thank you, Angela. But I think that, oh boy. I think I'll still give you a chance to say your final joke of the year, Nick.
All right.
But I do think that Angela's card is funnier than your final joke of the year.
It's probably right.
So here it is. A little Christmas party advice. Whiskey on ice is bad for your stomach. Vodka on ice is bad for your heart. Rum on ice is bad for your head. So remember at Christmas, stay away from ice.
Okay.
Well, I will stay away from ice, Angela. I'm going to drink the soju.
Okay.
So thank you for that advice,
Yep.
Angela.
Yep.
So Nick, what is your final joke of the year?
Oh, yes. All right. What is a smart TV's New Year's resolution?
Well, Nick, since smart TVs are inanimate objects, I think their resolution would still be the same in the new year.
4K.
No.
Okay.
I don't think that they can even think for themselves.
Well, must not be that smart then.
But Nick, I'll give you a what do you call it? A sympathy clap and a sympathy laugh. Ha 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 ha.
All right. I think it's time to close it up for the night.
Yep, and that's all you get, Nick.
Good. That's all I can take.
So thank you for a great year. And
been a good one.
I know that I'll see you on New Year's Eve, but I won't see the listeners in the audience until next year.
That's
So
okay.
thank you for being with us this year, and what a time to be alive.
Yes.
Oh. 2022. It might be good, it might be bad. Who knows?
Thank you for watching Funny is part of your name. Don't forget to visit our new website at www.funnypodcastdetroit.com. We'll see you back here next Monday at 10 p.m. for an all-new episode.